Hey, John, Beth, Trent Tate with Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham. Thank you guys so much again for your continued business and support. I know I couldn't be there in Atlanta when your new GLE arrived, so what I did was grab one in my inventory here in Irondale that had the same kind of technology packages like driver's assistance and Pinnacle. And I just want to give you a brief rundown of how those things will operate for you and how I would recommend maybe setting that up in the settings. So I should have got your Mercedes-Benz app linked yesterday with John. So if you're having any issues with anything, of course, you can call me direct anytime, day or night, but hopefully this will help you as you're getting accustomed to all the new technology. So really nothing to note on the outside of the vehicle that I think you would be struggling with. Most of this setup is going to be focused more on what you get included with that Pinnacle package, with your heads-up displays and your massage seat, your heated ventilated seat settings, which you'll see right here on the door. There's your heated, there's your ventilated setting. Of course, all of your seat controls are just like the other Mercedes you got from me, John. Right here on the door, you do have the Burmester sound system in your model as well, Beth, which I'll show you how to fine-tune those settings in just a moment. Inside the cab here, to start it up, you just put your foot on the brake, you hit the start-stop button right there. That's going to fire up your ignition, your display systems, all that's going to fire up here. And turn this AC down so you can hear me a little bit better. Now, given that we have your Mercedes-Benz app linked up, right? First things first, I did kind of briefly walk John through how to make you your own profile, Beth. I would highly recommend it for a couple reasons. It'll link up with both of y'all's Mercedes-Benz you got from me, but right here on your profile selection screen, when you have your actual accounts linked, it'll give you a select user right here. You can tell the vehicle who the driver is, and the vehicle is going to remember exactly how you got your settings set up, whether it's your vehicle settings, your seat settings, your memory positioning, which by the way, you'll lock into place by just hitting the M and whichever coinciding button you want to lock those in. Well, the car is going to remember all of that stuff, right? So that makes it really easy for John. Gets in the car, he hits his profile where everything swaps over to how he likes it. And Beth, same thing, hit your profile, it's going to remember everything that you like. So step one, I would definitely recommend getting that set up. You don't have any questions, give me a call on that, okay? Now, you've got a very well-equipped GLE that we went and found for you guys. You've got driver's assistance, AMG line, and Pinnacle package, okay? The driver's assistance features on this vehicle, as you'll see here, got your steering wheel here in the center cabin, right? So when I'm on the road, you need to hit a certain speed threshold. I believe it's 37, 38 miles an hour for things like your lane keeping assist and all that to kick in, okay? The actual cruise control feature of this driver's assistance, you can set even at slow speeds. I can set it to 15 miles an hour if I want to. It has what you would call stop and go assist. Now, when I hit the on-off switch here on the steering wheel right there, on-off, you're gonna see this little gray dial pop up. To set your cruise control, all you have to do is just hit anywhere on this pad, up or bottom, it's gonna set that speed in. If I wanna adjust those speeds, I can swipe up or down right here, or I can even tap at the top, tap at the bottom to move in 5-mile increments, okay? Just like any other cruise, cancel it out, resume my cruise setting there, okay? To set the distance that I want to pace the vehicles in front of me, I'm simply gonna hit the little bit that looks like two cars backed up to each other, right? You're gonna hit that, that'll set your comfort zone. For me, it's 1 or 2. You might be 3 or 4. Look at it like a couple car lengths per bar. Now, when all of your assistance features are engaged, these dials up here at the top are gonna be lit green, okay? So when you see they're green, like when that speed is set, you're gonna see that lit green with a speed sitting right next to it. That's the speed that you have locked in for your adaptive cruise. When this steering wheel icon is green, that's letting you know, hey, my steering assist mitigation system is active and it's ready to rock, right? This guy right here lets you know your lane keeping assist is active. You're good to go. So once you have all those things active, you'll get those details right here on your wheel. Keep in mind, it does need a well-striped road to find it. There is a setting we can give it a little bit better support, which I'll show you in just a second. But while I'm on the steering wheel here, When you hit this home button, Beth, you're gonna pull up all these additional instrument clusters available to you, okay? I'm swiping through these by just swiping over this dial here. Left, right, I can select by pressing that like a button to go into any of the given. If I want a full screen Navi, pull up your home button, pull up Navi and press the center button that says okay. If I want the assistance meter up, which I kind of prefer, that shows me everything that's going on the road around me. It gives you multiple information on that panel, gives you this digital speedometer at the top, gives you navigation information if you got that in. And as well as when you have a navigation address in the system here, it'll also populate not only here on your display, but right up here on your windshield. It's not going to come through in the video how that heads-up display will come through. I can see it right now, but the camera's going to filter that out. Now, while I'm talking about heads-up display, you can also adjust what you're looking at on that heads-up display. When I hit home, if I swipe up right here, that takes me to the heads-up display settings. So I can go either between a standard, which is more than likely what you're going to keep it on 24/7. I mean, that gives you a mix of miles per hour, some different information there, but most importantly, it'll put navigation information on your windshield. But let's say that you're you don't want to see the heads-up display at all. I can simply navigate to the heads-up display tab there and toggle that on or off, okay? But Mercedes-Benz has done a fantastic job with our optical heads-up display systems. Now here on the right side, display screen, right? So everything is touch screen. I can control it by touch. I can control it with my pad right here. It'll work just like a laptop. Home button takes me back home. That'll give me the ability to change tracks on playlist. That'll take me to the previous screen. When I'm on this screen, okay, all I gotta do is go into any of these sub menus. Like for instance, if I wanted to go into comfort right here, that's gonna bring up my massage seat settings, because you have one with Pinnacle Package. Several different modes of relaxing massage, wave massage, workout. I can change the heat balance on that. I can adjust my lumbar support. I mean, these multi-contour seats go far beyond just massage seats, because the way I can really dial in the comfort level to my liking, okay? So you can make all of those settings. The good news is that's all gonna save to your Mercedes-Benz profile like we went over earlier in the video here. Now, ambient lighting, if I go in here, I can adjust things like brightness level, the color. I kind of prefer these multicolor templates because it puts different colors in different areas of your car, and it'll rotate through those colors as you drive. Beth, you strike me as a Malibu sunset personally, but yeah, you can play with that. And if you wanted just a singular monochrome color, just hit the monochrome button here and you can basically put any color up on that 64 color light bar. All right, most importantly though, guys, I wanted to show you here in the settings, right here, you can access these settings by hitting the settings button right there to populate that, or you have a quick access button right here on this car icon. When I hit that button, that's gonna bring up a list of different sensors, any of those driver's assist features you don't want on, lane keeping assist, active steering assist, stop and go assist, any of that stuff you can turn off and on by hitting this car icon right here and then quickly turning off any of that assist stuff, okay? That's gonna be the quickest way to do that. But navigating back to the actual settings, which again, access right here, right? I'll just kind of walk you through and tell you what I would recommend. Here, line by line, I would turn off adopt speed limit. I mean, unless you just prefer to drive the exact speed limit, it's gonna pick up it's gonna pick up all the speed limit signs as you drive by them, and it's gonna automatically put you at that speed. Not the way I drive personally, but to each his own. All the assist features you can also turn off and on and toggle right here within the main settings menu. Collision avoidance, most of the stuff you're gonna wanna keep at the default setting. If you drive a little bit more aggressive, you may turn your active brake assist setting to late or early if you're super conservative. I think medium's the perfect sweet spot. Blind spot assist, you want to keep that on. Those are your blind spot monitors. Nothing really in assistance to play with. Parking, one thing I always like to recommend, you can change the different audible like tone, sound, the level of that sound, the time of warning. If I wanted it to be early standard for the rear, the front, you know, the rear they usually go early, front a little bit more standard. That's all to preference. Here where it says maneuvering assistance, go into there, turn on close range braking. What I like about that, instead of just beeping at me, if I'm backing out of a Costco or something, there's a car coming, instead of just beeping at me, it sees I'm not applying brake pressure, it senses a vehicle's coming that I might not see, it'll go ahead and lock the brakes up for you. It could help, you know, avoid a collision. Now back over here under vehicle settings, we'll go into driving. Not a lot to change. I like to keep my automatic gas station search on. If your fuel light comes on, it's going to automatically pull up a list of the closest filling stations. Our Navi's pretty awesome. It also references Google to show you a star review on Google. But easy entry exit, I would go in here. I would turn these two guys on just because, Beth, you probably sit a little closer to the wheel. John's a bigger guy like me. When you turn the car off, it'll back that wheel up, it'll back the seat up, raise the wheel a little bit, makes the next passenger a little bit easier for him to get in and out. Here under occupant protection, leave all these sensors on. These are your motion sensors in the cabin. Also a belt adjustment that you'll feel kind of snug you up when you click that seat belt in. Here under open and close, again, leave all your sensors on. I think the more sensors, the better. Acoustic lock, if you like your car to beep at you when you lock the doors, turn that acoustic lock setting on. Automatic mirror folding, keep that on as well. I would recommend. That's going to fold these mirrors in over here on the side. So when you lock the doors, they're going to look just like that. That way, if I'm looking out the window, I can tell my car is locked just to see if my mirrors are folded in. Now, the app that we've set you up with will alert you if you do happen to leave those mirrors on, leave the car door unlocked. Here under vehicle settings, again, we're back under open close. We went through that. Here under light settings, headlamps, you're going to leave those daytime running lamps on. It just makes you a little bit more visible, easier to see. The interior, exterior lighting, locator lighting, you want to leave that on. That's going to illuminate your entry exit points of the vehicle. I like my lighting switch off delay on. It's a little soft delay from when you get into where your cab lights actually light up. And given, Beth, your precious cargo, let's keep that exterior lighting switch off delay timer to at least 30 seconds, maybe up to 60. That's how long the outside lights will stay on when you turn the vehicle off, just in case you're in a dark parking lot or something. Now coming over here to system settings, I would recommend pretty much leaving all this stuff at default. If you wanted to go in, change your display brightness level, or for some reason beyond me would want to see kilometers. We're in America, you probably don't need to see that. You could hit additional speedometer, but really don't need to mess with this stuff. If you go into audio though, you can adjust your default levels for your phone calls, the output for your digital assistant in the Hey Mercedes functionality, or she heard me say her name, hold on. That's a whole nother video to cover right there. But entertainment is what I wanted to show you. When you go to entertainment, you guys have set your personal profiles up on the car. That's a really cool thing you can do with our Burmester audio systems, is make this dynamic equalizer setting. If I go in to make personal sound profile, John makes one, Beth, you make one. It'll walk you through every element of a song, give you a little slider bar to dial in the absolute perfect equalizer for how you listen to music. But as a general default, I would go to surround sound, go to your equalizer here, take this bass up to about 5, maybe the mids to 2, and the treble up to about 7 or 8. That's going to give you plenty good fidelity for listening to music at high levels. And the last thing I wanted to show you is when I hit info within the settings here, okay? You see how it says that it gives you an option for a digital owner's manual? If you go into this digital operator's manual, you'll get a whole list of little quick start guides. Now this covers every feature that's on every GLE that there is. Good news is your car pretty much has all of that. So all this stuff should pertain pretty much to what you got. But the different hints, tricks, the nice thing, I can also search. If I put in this search bar windshield wipers, it'll take me exactly in my manual where it would be to how to engage my windshield wipers. Okay, so again, hopefully guys, this was just a quick guide since I couldn't be in Atlanta when you took delivery of the car. I truly appreciate y'all's business. And of course, you guys can call me day or night if I can assist in answering any questions moving forward. And there you go. Hopefully that'll help you and Beth out while you're getting everything set up on your new GLE. And of course, if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me direct at 205-848-7017 or by email at ttate@mbbhm.com. Listen, really appreciate you guys' continued business, and I can make you this personal guarantee. When you're dealing with Mercedes-Benz of Birmingham, expect excellence.